Mr. Iwaki, please explain. Got it. First, I'd like to introduce each part one by one, starting with the ratchet, which is probably the most intriguing. The ratchet is a 360, which is quite classic. Yes, it's the same 360 that was on the Dran sword, but this one has 3 red blades, allowing for sub-attacks with the latch. The height is set to 60, which is lower, making it adept at upper attacks and knocking opponents away. I see. That's why it caught my attention the most. Right. But I'm also curious about other things, so could you tell me more? I'm interested, I'm curious, so what's the second most intriguing? Right, this one here, that's the bit. It's the ultra-aggressive GF that was on the Phoenix Wing. Yes, it's the flat gear flat. This is for the extreme dash. The gear extends all the way to the tip, making it easier to engage the extreme line, which means the extreme dash can be triggered very easily. The part that touches the ground is serrated, so it moves very vigorously, and you can execute the extreme dash perfectly. I see. It's very Excalibur-like, and you can also enjoy Beyblade X in magazines. I see, it's the ultimate bit. And thank you for waiting, everyone. Yes, the one you've been most curious about, the one you're most interested in, here it is. Here it is. The completely new reissue of the Blade, Xeno Xcalibur, has arrived in Beyblade X. This too, back then, was truly sensational, with a single sword running through the center, here. The most protruding part here is the blade. However, the main point is that it powerfully repels the opponent here. With a single strike, the Xeno Xcalibur is truly an extremely attack-focused blade. And when you combine these parts, you get the Xeno Xcalibur 360 GM, which becomes a super aggressive Beyblade. Well, with this, as I mentioned, it has an aggressive performance. Since this is a reissue, I would like to compare it with the Xeno Xcalibur from back then. This is the Xeno Xcalibur from that time.
Please compare them. Look at this, the level of detail in this reproduction. And then there are parts that are very characteristic of X. With this, you know, this time X is, well, better, right? Yes, because it's a blade video while maintaining the shape of these clear parts. It's made of metal, so of course you can play with it here, but the most important part is the tip of the sword. You see, can you tell? Actually, the part that gets hit the most is made of metal, which means back then it was plastic. Well, while the shape is reproduced, the material has evolved. It has evolved. Somehow, it's the ultimate Xeno Excalibur. Here, we make an impact. Amazing! It's like the recreated part has surpassed the original. It's wonderful because manufacturing has to surpass itself. But still, the aspect of attacking with the blade hasn't changed and has evolved. And regarding the disc, the Magnum disc, you know? The Magnum disc. Back then it was shocking, right? The first disc capable of attacking with 3 blades, but that part has been reproduced. Even the color, it's reproduced with 3 sevens, and furthermore, you know, as the burst lock progresses, you know, back then when these points came together, it created a double impact. Oh, yes, it was possible. But the disc blades, right, this time in the X version, astonishingly, it's all ready. It's fixed in a double impact state. Indeed, the design has these 3 blades already aligned at the same position as the Search. In that sense, it's certainly advantageous to fight with maximum firepower. There's no shifting, so it's reproduced in the best possible state. So, everyone,
please use it as if it's already in its ultimate move state. This is exciting. And finally, the impact driver. As for its movement, as I mentioned earlier, it's reproduced in a flat manner, so it accelerates rapidly and finishes with XM. Indeed, back then, this jagged shape was extremely wild. It was so wild that it would clash flatly with gears and take down the opponent in one hit. So it's not just about the appearance, but also about its performance and usability. It's about recreating that. We made it then, and are making it now. You can trust our detail, and hope you look forward to it.
And it's not just this. Let's go ahead and say it. Well, aside from the rice, here it is. This time, the Excalibur comes with the hold launcher and long winder. But just by looking at the color, those who know will recognize it. Where is the launcher from back then? It's the sword launcher. That's right, it's completely recreated. It's an integrated grip that allows for a vertical pull, enabling the IAI draw shoot with this sword launcher.
I feel like they made the hold launcher just for this. It's as if they already sensed it during the Samurai Saber era, or rather I thought they were going to do it. Honestly, I think they were consciously aware of it to the point where it felt like they were eagerly anticipating the recreation of the Imagine launcher, just like me. I really wanted a red hold launcher. Yeah, this is it. Please, give me a break with this. This level of accuracy, isn't it unfair? Hold on a second, it's too early for this to come out. Wait, there's more. No way, look at this.
Here it is, it's arrived.
Even the packaging is perfectly recreated. This is amazing. Yeah? When you look at it on the screen, you can't even tell which is which. How can you distinguish the difference in the logo above? Besides that, isn't it about the level of completion? This is too incredible. No, please, give me a break with this. Recreating even the packaging, isn't that cheating? If you have two at home, you won't be able to tell which is which. This is 2025, but it's like 2016. No, 9 years ago, already 9 years ago. The kids from back then might already be adults now. Indeed, let's play Bay together. Even now, it's still fun to play. It hits at 8 kilos, right? Isn't this also too amazing? Yes, in every aspect, from appearance to usability. They've recreated